Hello, everybody in the free world. Happy 4th of July. USA, 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 USA.
Oh,
Welcome to the bad.
That was good.
That was really
It's
good.
going to be one of those pods.
That was really good.
Gonna be one
Welcome
of
back to another episode of the Bad Dad Advice podcast. We are here on this beautiful 4th of July. Well, it's not the 4th of July as we're filming this right now, but
It's not even July.
it's literally not even July we're filming this. So anyway, I thought we were going to have a good one today. Maybe not. This episode is brought to you by our friends over at Bierstick. You want to spice up your 4th of July or any gathering of friends or any alone time by yourself. Grab you a beer stick, fill it with up to 24 ounces of your favorite adult beverage.
Oh, the bubbles look so good.
I know
Looks
this
great.
one looks really good. And just slurp it on down.
Look at that. That is the perfect form.
Oh, Daddy likes.
If you want to see the perfect form, check us out on YouTube, or you're probably watching a clip of this because that was nice.
If there's too many bubbles, you just at the end do a little hawk tua. Nice. By the time this comes out, it's gonna be like that's not even funny.
not even
anymore.
Yeah,
Wow,
it's like
dude.
it's like done.
Sometimes I want to just be relevant with the times when we do this, you know.
Just
Yeah.
spit on that
But-
thing.
Until we
Whatever.
get to live shows, be tough to be like current events.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to see us live, send us an email.
This could have been a live debate special. We're about to watch the debate after this.
Yeah,
debate.
man. I'm fired up.
Debate, that's what you use to catch the fish. Am I right?
Yeah, I'm on.
Nice. We also have another sponsor, first time sponsor on this show. Let me pull it out. Can you even see it on the camera right now? Is this like, am I actually pulling it out?
Yeah,
or
you're
like, do
pulling it
people-
out. You're
okay,
pulling it
sweet,
out.
sweet.
Dude,
Yeah.
keep it in your pants.
It's really weird. Yeah, it's really weird up for the audio listeners. Yeah, pull it out, dude.
Yeah, pull out.
Pull it
Oh
out.
my God, did you just pull out your meat?
For our viewers on YouTube who are watching this live, not live, whatever, I've got a full rack of
You got to point it towards the camera.
what kind? I was pointing at my eye cameras. I can't stop looking at it. A full rack. What kind of ribs are these?
I don't know.
Baby back.
Baby backs?
Are they baby back? I don't know.
Yeah, they look like baby backs.
Okay. Baby back ribs. Where are these ribs from?
Yeah, so this is from our sponsor of the episode, Whachu Smokin, WHACHU. And they have been generous enough to give us a full rack of their competition-worthy, almost said wings, ribs. Yeah, so they're based out of Jacksonville, Florida. They have been competing professionally for 6 years, and they've been catering for 4 years. And they do everything from small social gatherings to big events. And yeah, what do you guys think? I see you guys are tearing into them. over there.
I haven't eaten one yet. I wanted to eat it. I didn't want to eat one before we started because I wanted to actually.
I ate one before.
I
And
wanted
it was
to give
phenomenal.
I wanted to give a real reaction. So, being a St. Augustine person, I've gone to the Rhythm and Ribs Festival multiple occasions. So I've had competition ribs. So we'll put these up to the test.
Get over yourself.
Oh yeah, let's see it. Let's see that first bite.
I'm gonna get ribs all over your couch, Trey.
Yeah, and just to put it in perspective, these were
Bro, these are good.
yeah. So to
They're
put
a
it in
little
perspective,
cold because we cooked them up like.
well, we
An hour
heated
ago?
them up an hour ago.
Yeah.
These were cooked 2 days ago. Well, how tender are they?
Oh, they're good.
2 days ago?
Yeah, these were given to me 2 days ago. We've been refrigerating them. We reheated them. They're still fire.
Not that crazy.
Absolutely fire.
Damn.
So yeah, if you're looking for anybody to cater any events for you or social gatherings, I also know that they do. I've seen they don't have a website. They have a Facebook and a Instagram. Whachu Smokin, WHACHU, and I've seen them also. I've also seen them for certain occasions, like Super Bowl stuff like that. They'll do big batches and they'll sell like bags of pulled pork and stuff like that that you can buy from them to bring to parties and be the hero. But yeah, if you're looking for a catering, anything like that, just smoking them fingers.
Licking good.
Yeah. So yeah, hit them up on Facebook or Instagram at Whachu Smokin, and
tearing
you're
the
not
rest.
going to be disappointed.
We'll be tearing the rest of those.
I know.
Yeah, we're going to tear the rest of them up
Yeah, I'm
afterwards.
so excited.
Bro,
to
you
eat
trying to
some of
say
those
you weren't going to
afterwards.
eat one? Come on, dog.
I'm not going to eat one during the pod.
Why?
I'm not a
That
fucking
was a good
animal.
idea because I just haven't talked. I'm just like sitting here eating.
Yeah.
I'll be picking up my teeth all episode.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Worth it. Oh, worth it. Woo. Let's get this off camera.
Abs need to wash it down.
You're slurping on them bones in a minute.
Abs need to wash it down.
Ooh,
Wash it down with a beer stick.
Oh, the other thing that nice. The other thing that we could wash it down with from our other sponsor is the Beer Bro.
Let's go.
Another beer stick product, silicone design to fit any type of can, bottle, anything, cup, whatever you want. It'll go over the top, and it's like a shotgun without having to do all the mess and having to make the holes and use your keys and do all the nonsense.
And it looks like a submarine.
And it looks like a submarine. Beep beep.
So anybody
I'm gonna
that's out
smash
there
this real quick.
that has a company, look at that form. Great form.
man.
Anybody has a company that has a consumable product, we will.
16 ouncer.
If you want to pay us to consume your product on our show,
Yeah.
beer, ribs.
I'll consume just about anything.
Maybe if we find like a potato salad company,
mean, if
we're in
it's-
business.
No
Yeah,
vegetables.
if it's
No
I mean,
vegetables.
if it's a food company, like you don't have to pay us. Just like give us some food.
Yeah,
Right.
this was
Well,
our sponsor
yeah,
for the
like,
episode.
you don't have to
Yeah,
pay
this
us.
was our sponsor for the episode. Whachu Smokin, and they literally just gave us ribs, and we're enjoying the hell out of it. We're not
Bro.
here. We're not here for any kind of monetary
Right.
supplement. We're here to have fun, get away.
I don't
for-
want fame. We talked about this before.
Yeah.
I can't
If you,
handle the
if
fame.
you
I
ever
don't think.
recognize me, please do me a favor. Don't say hello.
I don't think I can handle the fame.
I don't want it. I just want to watch the presidential debate, drink some beers, eat some ribs, hang out with the boys. And if the only way we can do that
Is
is
to
by
do a podcast.
telling our wives that we're doing a podcast with expensive podcast equipment, then that's how we're going to do it.
and we're gonna love every second.
I
of
think
it.
our wives have kind of bought in. I think they kind of like Janie will ask
I
me.
would hope so. It's almost been a year.
Yeah.
Janie will ask me like, "Hey, when are you going to shoot
Yeah.
another pod?"
Oh, we made it.
Yeah,
so
that's
it
just 'cause
sounds
she
to
doesn't
me
like
like she
hanging out
wants
with
me
you.
out of the house
Yeah.
more. I need to do
it's
twice a
working.
week.
It's working.
It's working.
this is perfect.
See, this is the thing. This is the thing. So everybody thinks when they made it, it's like when they, quit their jobs and they just become podcasters. No, we've made it because our wives are being like, "Hey, when are you podcasting?
Yeah.
When are
Go
you
ahead,
leaving?"
Go ahead and go.
We just
We've made it because our wives let us leave the house.
And we got
Well,
free
hold on.
ribs. We got free
We're
ribs.
at your house.
Your wives let you leave. Mine still hasn't let me leave.
we just talked about.
We
this
start
before
taking
it
this
started.
show on the road.
I like
Yeah, we do.
like this is the dream.
It is.
This is the dream. I'm getting out, hanging out with the boys, drinking beers, eating ribs, talking about funny stories.
talking politics here in about an hour and a
I
half.
don't really follow the politics that much. I'll sit here and watch, but I'm pretty uneducated when it comes to politics. I'm just
and
not.
you're teaching the youth.
I'm just teaching the youth how to do some push-ups.
Yeah.
Teaching them
fair
how to
enough.
add and
Fair
subtract,
enough.
multiply, divide.
Yeah, he's not a poli-sci teacher. Like, what do you want?
I'm not teaching
Push-ups?
AP human geography.
You're more of a
Literally.
downer.
I'm not teaching civics.
Sit down.
I took a civics course.
Lay
Did I ever
down.
tell you about this? So I'm what you call in the teaching industry a workshop whore. Okay. And you teachers out there, you know what I'm talking about. I like if you get paid for it, I don't care what it is, I'll do it. And so last summer that's only for professional development. Okay, guys.
That's for only dads.
Daddy, chill.
Only did. So last summer I signed up to take. It was like a 6-week long civics course. Dude, it was hard as shit, and it was talking about how like the government like goes all the way back to like ideas from like Aristotle and shit. Like it was like crazy, but it paid me $3,000.
Let's go.
So you know I was doing that.
For a teacher, man, that's
I can get behind
that's
that.
a
Yeah.
chunk of- that's a
I
chunk of
need to get
change.
a cha-ching thing on here because that was money.
Yeah,
It was
right there.
sick. It was sick. So, if this is your first time tuning into the podcast, 4 dads talk about our life stories, experiences with anything from hospital visits to teething, anything that has to do with being a dad. Pretty much anything in general. We just kind of sit here and talk. Try to be give a little bit of advice. Also mixed in a little bit of humor,
Dad
sports, gambling, whatever it is, we're talking about it. We start every episode off the same exact way with giving everybody some quick life updates.
So, anybody got any updates?
Yeah, I've got an update.
Oh boy, do I have an update for you.
Somebody give me a mother flippin' update.
All right.
I'm gonna give my update first.
Oh, I like this.
You've been.
I just got to get out of the way. I got a piece of paper. It's like throwing me off. I don't prepare, but
Holy shit.
I just wanted to write.
You
down,
brought paper?
I brought paper. I just wanted to
Be
write.
prepared.
Down.
Be prepared,
Oh,
boys. Be
man.
prepared to give no updates.
No
This
updates.
might be the Trey show.
No.
There's going to be a lot of updates. This might be an only updates episode.
I'll keep it. I'll condense it, but I want to give you. I went on a cruise. We've teased it.
Yeah, you did.
Megan and myself, my wife and myself, we went on a cruise without Ivy, our 1.5-year-old son, and it was just an adult cruise. And we were excited. I mean, this is Royal Caribbean, going out of Port Canaveral. It's a 5-day deal. On a Monday, off on a Friday. Going to Coco Cay, going to Nassau, Bahamas, with a drink package.
Ooh.
That was a last minute
Baby.
decision.
And that was a last minute decision. I made the decision to do the drink package within a week of actually like getting on the boat. So I was like very last minute. I think we were just going to do the non-alcoholic drink package, but we decided to go full tilt boogie. And I'm just going to run down what that experience is like. Hopefully we give some advice along the way, and I'll give you a chronicling of what that experience was. Fair? Do you accept?
Bro.
Sure.
Bro. There's a lot of writing on that piece of paper.
wait. Are you part of the debate tonight?
Can you-
Like, what's going
can
on
you-
over here?
Like, people can't see, but can you turn that to the camera just to show everybody that is like size,
Oh my
size 10 font, single space, full sheet of paper.
This was
Bro, that's more than like 3/4 of the essays I wrote
Yeah,
in
yeah.
college.
That's like 900 words.
I sat down and so I typed this all up on my notepad on my phone and then printed it off from there.
While you were on the cruise, you were writing this?
No, I did it. I did
Oh,
it like
okay.
I think I did it like on the way back, but like tried to do it while it's fresh in my
I was
mind.
about to say, enjoy your vacation. Dude, you're like,
right.
Content.
I tried to do it while it was like fresh enough in my mind. So here's the chronicling of how this went. So Saturday's pretty easy. My parents came from West Palm, so like a 4-hour drive came up to watch Ivy. That's the plan. In case you were wondering, we didn't just leave our son here alone with a dog bowl. We called up the grandparents. They came into town. So that's Saturday. Everything's good. Everybody's in town. Sunday, the plan is we're gonna hang out, with the G parents, and then go drive to Port Canaveral. Got a hotel Sunday night, and then we're gonna get on the cruise Monday morning. We're partying. So once we put Ivy down for bed, like that's the plan. We're gonna leave. So it starts out. Ivy throws up in the morning, Sunday morning. So the first night my parents are in town.
I think we need to go to the hospital.
We did not go to the hospital, but that's the first exposure that my parents have to like watching Ivy for the first time, like just them, and it's gonna be an extended like 5-day deal. So we're like, oh my god, like let's see how this is. We might cancel this deal. So luckily they went fine. He went to bed fine Sunday night. Head down, get in the hotel room. All things went pretty easy. Stopped at Buc-ee's on the way.
Just ripping rips.
Dude.
This is like perfect time for.
This
Like,
is going to be a long one.
would have been a perfect time for you to be
Just
Yeah,
save
because I'm not even on camera right now. I'm actually kind of pissed.
Just please save a few for us for afterwards.
It'd have been really funny to see Abs like passing a plate on the camera, just like right in front of Trey's face.
Quick aside, Abs also ate a Firehouse sub
Oh, jeez.
before going over here crushing
and
ribs.
and
He's
and
wondering-
he made
he's
the
wondering
point.
why he's putting on weight
No,
during
no.
insanity.
He made the point to say that he had dinner at home, and he's like, I was on my way over here, but on social media, it was my name day at Firehouse, so I
It was
got
free
$1
day for
sub.
me.
So I got a
Who's gonna
Firehouse
pass up on
sub.
that?
You're on dinner number 3.
There's no sides to this. This is not a dinner.
Ribs aren't a dinner?
Not without
Who
sides.
gets a side of ribs?
On keto, it is.
Who gets a
dude.
side of ribs?
All right, continue with your story.
Okay. So we get
Those are good.
down
Your
there.
essay.
Monday at 7 a.m. Find out Ivy vomited again overnight.
Oh God.
So now Sunday morning he's thrown up, Monday morning he's thrown up, and we're like, oh my God, like the plan is like this whole thing is like collapsing. Otherwise he was fine. They hung out, whatever, and it was he turned out like he was cool. So that was just a kind of a scare that we got over.
Wow, what a stressor! Like getting on a boat.
We're stressed out, and Megan is gets motion sickness. So going onto the boat, she's already like very nervous that it's going to just be like a terrible experience. This whole thing. So like she's been cautiously optimistic. I'm like optimistic. I'm like, let's go.
Fired up.
Like I'm wearing the shirt that I'm wearing.
Kids throwing up. That's the parents' problem now, brother.
Thank God he's doing it while we're not home.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God. But like that's stressful. Like you gotta like. Do you not get on that ship or whatever? Like you gotta, but we had already gone over the plan of like, here's the insurance card and everything. Here's the doctor's number and blah blah blah.
Because once you get on that boat, there's no turning back.
There's nothing. Like Megan asked me, she's like, does the boat have a helicopter?
Got a helicopter pad.
Yeah, if you have a heart attack.
I was like, yeah, but like,
you know whose boat did have a helicopter? The owner of the Rockets. When I went on my cruise, his boat went by. Had a helicopter on it.
There you go.
Take it from me. Helicopters very expensive.
Expensive. She's like, I don't care. I'll get off this boat. I don't care what it costs. We're gonna get off this boat if we gotta get off this boat. So I was like, that's like the vibe that we're like carrying into this. But like, yeah, so we went like we can't get on the ship until 10:30 or so. So we can stay in our hotel room until 11. So we basically just say, all right, we're just going to go get breakfast, continental breakfast, come back up, hang out. Do that. Everything's normal. Megan's stomach starts to hurt a little bit.
Oh, no.
She takes a Zofran to like calm her stomach, like a motion sickness.
Anti-nausea medicine.
Anti-nausea medicine.
Those powdered eggs.
And then we just like tough it out. I'm wearing this shirt. This is my captain shirt.
It's a killer shirt.
It's a killer shirt. It says captain on the back. In case you didn't know, it says captain on the front. And people love this shirt. I walk in the hotel. The hotel's like right across from the port. So everybody that's in the hotel lobby is like about to get on a ship. Yeah. And I walk out and they like applauded me as if I was the captain.
Oh, captain, my captain.
They were very pumped to see
I am the captain now.
And then like every person I ran into like on the like you're like when you're checking in,
yeah,
it's like, oh, you're late. You know, they're making like a captain joke.
A dork.
I didn't do it. These are the people.
No, that's a dorky. Oh, who's going to steer the boat?
But that's like like cruise people. For those that haven't been on a cruise, the cruise staff is like the most. Like they go so far above and beyond to like make you like, you know what I mean? Like
it's top notch customer service.
The people the housekeepers that make your bed and like the servers and the waiters. We had one of the waiters we had. I'm jumping ahead in the story. His name was Jake, and so he just kept saying, "I am Jake from State Farm. I am Jake from State Farm." Like just like trying to get us to remember, so that at the end of the meal he was like, "Remember, Jake from State Farm. Give me a rating 1 out of 10 on the survey."
1 out of 10.
1 out of 10.
But that's what you're saying. Like he's like, make sure it's gonna make it a 10. I gotta make it a 10. And then the other waiter would come over and be like, "Number 1, Jake from State Farm. He's number 1. Give him a 1. Give him a 1." Like fighting for 1s and 10s. Yeah. So they really try hard. So they were loving the shirt. We get on the ship. What do we do when we get on the ship? Right.
Get your drinks.
Let's get some drinks.
Get the drink on.
We go daiquiri, pool bar. First drink we go for. Everybody and like we're like, all right, drink package. Like let's go. It was delicious. You know, it's a daiquiri at a pool. It's phenomenal. So we're like, all right, we're gonna walk around and like get a lay of the land because you got these ships are huge. We're on the Allure of the Seas, huge ship. So we go get a lay of the land. Don't end up like going in the pool or anything, and then just say, all right, let's go back to the room. We can get in the room at 1:00, so let's go back to the room, unpack, get ready, whatever. We'll go about our day. Go back, get in the room to decide, hey, let's take a nap. Try to get a little reset. Megan's still not feeling like she's got her stomach's like still like she's like a little nauseous, like motion sickness or whatever. Now she's on the boat, so now it's like starting to rock. And I'm like, all right, I could take a nap. Wake up. I wake up at like 2:30, and shit hits the fan. Quite literally.
Oh.
Me and Megan are so sick by 2:30 that we are vomiting and I can't like exaggerate. Like, how do I phrase this in a way that like is okay for audio listeners?
No,
just shitting your pants.
We're peeing out of our buttholes. Like it is for a solid.
Oh my god!
You had too many cashews.
So we go no cashew issue. We it's like
powdered eggs.
It is like she goes and then I go and then she goes and I go and then she goes and I go. It's like for 2.5 hours until like 5:00. We're hearing the like so you got to do the muster drill. So we did the muster drill as soon as we got on the boat. Luckily, But then like they're like before they leave, they give like their little announcements, hey, whatever. And one of the announcements is like, if you're sick, like call the medical bay. You gotta call the medical. You know, we're all in this together. One of those kind of messages, right? Because like you can't have sick people on there. So for 2.5 hours, we're vomiting, whatever. And I'm like, if I could just like get to sleep and like get over this, like I could sleep this off and like I'll be good. I could not get rid of it or sleep it off or anything. And I am like, there is like nothing in my body, but somehow stuff is still coming out and I don't understand. So Megan calls the medical bay. They come up with wheelchairs because we're like so, they were like so like delirious from like vomiting and everything. Take the wheelchair to medical. On the cruise ship, do you know how hard it is to get an elevator on a cruise ship?
No, never been on one.
Impossible.
It's impossible. And on day one,
Impossible.
it's even worse.
Yeah.
Right? So we go to the elevator bay, and it's like a fucking... It's like a sitcom, right? You press the button. There are 6 elevators in the bay, right? So it's like elevator, 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 and then behind you, elevator, 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 right? One would open like all the way across, and so the guy that's like doesn't speak any English is like pushing me. He's very nice gentleman. He's like pushing me to try to get to the open elevator that's like, ding, it's on the other side. By the time you get over there, there is no room in that elevator because everybody's taking elevators one floor, 2 floors because they don't know, and they're going to every floor. So these elevators are impossible to get. So it's like, ding, back to the other side for the next elevator. Ding, you walk over there, can't get in the elevator. I am like pinching myself, trying not to both vomit all over the place and like shit my pants. I am like, just give me an elevator. Luckily, some like dad with a kid in a stroller. Shout out dads out there.
Shout out dads.
Look out for the dads.
He must have recognized you.
And he's like, I think he was like, is that the Bad Dad Vice guy? And so he like was like, can you guys just get off the elevator, let this guy get on, because he's like not doing good. And then like you can hear some people snickering like, oh, must have got to the pool bar a little early. And so like now it's like they're like thinking I'm wasted. Thinking I'm wasted. Must have gone to the pool bar a little too early. Oh, that's a record for 3 hours. That's a record or whatever.
That's so funny, Creek, because you really don't even drink that much.
I don't. Right. I'm not even a drinker. I was like questioning even getting a drink package. And so we get down there, and like as soon as I get down there, I'm like in the bathroom like immediately. While I'm in the medical bay, I think I did another round of projectile, like two or three more rounds before we get IVs.
Oh my God.
And it's like Zofran injected into the IV, and then like another something for your stomach, like a Imodium or something like, I don't know what it is, or I don't know, something like that. So we got like multiple meds and an IV, and like I'm just like hanging out with like a barf bag in my hand, like just trying not to like make a mess. And so we do that until like 7 o'clock. So we're like,
wow.
Yeah. So it's like 7 or 7:30, and the IV bag runs out, and they're like, all right, well, like there's nothing more we're gonna do for you, so like we're done here. I'm like, can I have another IV? They're like, no, just go drink something. And so they say, all right, go back to your room. You're on 24-hour lockdown. Isolation, because we had a blood test and it came back norovirus. So we have
That's that stomach bug
the
thing,
stomach
dude.
bug
Yes.
thing, norovirus, confirmed. Like that's what we had. And so they're like, if you have no more symptoms, you can leave your room as soon as you're done. And as soon as you're like symptomless for 24 hours, you can leave your room. So then we go back. The good thing they did was free room service, but
nice.
I don't fucking want anything because I feel terrible, and free on-demand movies. So like, you threw on Roadhouse. I like Roadhouse is sick, dude. That's a sick movie. That's a nice movie. That's like, what's his name? Gyllenhaal at his best. Dude. He's shredded in that movie.
It's a great movie.
He's shredded.
They did a good job.
So we don't do anything. Like the rest of the night, we don't do anything. I wake up the next day. It's the Coco K day. It's like we want to get off the ship. It's Tuesday. Can't get off the ship. Coco K, you leave at 5 o'clock. So I can't get off and go to Coco K at all. So we've just now missed Coco K.
Wow.
While we're in port. I wake up and I feel like unbelievably like motion sick because like this boat is still moving even when you're in port. Like it moves a little bit and it feels like it's moving like 10 times more than it actually is. So it's Coco K day. We're in the room. I wake up. I feel terribly nauseous. Like, and then I go into the room and I'm like, I kind of like want to vomit, but like I can't. And I realized, like, holy shit, I'm so sore from like the convulsing, like my stomach and my chest and everything. It's like hard for me to take like a deep breath. Like I can't even like breathe. If I sneeze, it's like unbelievably painful. So I go, I like get myself together in the morning, call my dad. My dad's got it. So he was vomiting the whole entire night the night before. So now I'm like, oh my God, how is Ivy? He's over it already.
Mm-hmm. He gave it to you.
So he gave it to all of us.
That bastard.
We changed his sheets on Sunday. We changed his sheets on Sunday morning. Me, Megan, and my dad changed them. My mom did not. And we were the ones that got sick, not my mom. Luckily. So I was like, oh my God, like if they get sick, like how the fuck are they going to take care of this kid? And if he's got to come home from daycare, he can't go to daycare, whatever. It's like, holy shit, like this is going to suck. So he's got it. But by 9 a.m. the next day, he was like, I'm feeling better. He's like, but no, he's like, but I was vomiting for like 4 or 5 hours. I was like, oh my God, like, dude, that's fucking crazy. So we're in lockdown, do nothing until 6:30 that day. So now we've lost all of day one, all of day two, and we're like, let's try to make the best out of this cruise, right? Like let's get the most out of it as we can. So we go to like the Windjammer. I eat like a plate of bread. They got good
making the most of it.
They got good,
real good for keto.
They got good naan, right? They got good naan, right? They got like good naan.
They do have a whole like curry section. Or
they got good bread. So we went to the Windjammer, got some bread.
Wait a second. I've been shitting for 2 days. You know what? Sounds good. Curry.
Indian.
Just bread. Just the bread.
Let's just go smoke some curry real quick.
Like you go to a buffet and you're like, some stuff looks good, some stuff doesn't. If you're like really hungry, like I could literally eat anything. I was like, everything looked repulsive, smelled repulsive. I was like, I just got to like get bread in me. Like I was like, I don't even want to look at anything else. Like I don't want to look at a French fry. Even a French fry looked gross to me. And that's saying something. Check me out on the YouTube. You'll see what I mean. So we do that. We go do Oceanaria Aqua Show. Is our first thing we do on the cruise. It's so sick.
It was sick.
So sick.
It's the coolest entertainment I've ever seen on a cruise ship. Maybe better than some entertainment I've seen on land.
It's like a acrobatic diving show. They have like acrobats, divers, like multiple like a balancing act. Like these two guys like balance, and they go off like a high dive on a boat into like a tiny little pool. It's wild.
On a boat that's moving.
On a boat that's moving. I don't know how they do it, but it was wild. So that was sick. So like we're like, all right, like we're gonna like turn this thing around. Like let's go. We do Blades, which is like the ice show. That's sick. We do Mamma Mia. For just enough time to realize that it was terrible.
It was not good.
Not good.
Okay, good. I'm glad you thought so too. Because I walked out.
And then I'm like, all right, like my luck's got to change here. Like we've had like a terrible day.
Casino.
We had a terrible day.
Here we go.
Sixes and eights. Sixes and eights.
Sit on him.
Sixes and eights.
We had a terrible day. And so we finished like 3 like shows. We're like, all right, like we're rolling, whatever. I'm like, all right, Megan, let's go to the casino. Like we'll check it out so like you get some exposure to it before we head off to bed and like just call it like an early night. And within 5 minutes, I lost $1,000. So,
what were you doing?
I think I played.
Put $1,000 on one hand of blackjack.
Slots. Like you can ask Megan. I'm not exaggerating. At one point, I like sat down a slot machine and I'm like playing like the max bet spin, so it's like $7 a spin, and I lost 30 in a row. Like so, like I don't know what like literally I'm not 30 is an exaggeration. It was definitely more than 15 in a row spins that I lost without winning a single penny. And I turn to Meg, I'm like, how the fuck does anybody find this enjoyable? That was the worst way to spend $300 I've ever seen in my life. And then video poker, got my ass kicked. No table games. It was pretty crowded on that night. So we go to bed Tuesday, wake up Wednesday, which is a day at sea, and the nausea is like kicking. So we have like some Zofran and stuff I can take, but then I'm like so nauseous. Wow. I'm like, I wake up, I'm like so nauseous. Megan's nauseous, and we're both like apologizing to each other for like ruining each other's cruise at this point. We then realized like we had a lunch reservation at Azumi, the sushi spot, and no, they like fucked up the reservation. So they're like, it was just like moved to another day. So I had to like go like talk to somebody and be like, hey, can you fix this? Like, yes, all right, fine. So like that took time to like fix the reservation. And we got
clear,
it.
I was laughing because you've been throwing up for 3 days, and it's like the first meal that you're gonna have besides bread is like, hey, let's go get some raw fish.
So we do that, and it's like, yeah, it's just like it's not a great start to the morning. But then we are like, all right, let's just explore the ship, whatever, blah, blah, blah. As we're exploring, we check out the spa, and then Megan's like, hey, I think maybe like this would be good, like to do like some spa stuff instead of I don't know, whatever else we were going to do. And I was like, yeah, I don't really want to, but you can. So she gets another IV.
Oh, nice.
She gets acupuncture and she gets a massage so what that means is we don't do lunch. So it's prepaid. So we just lost our money for lunch. And then we paid for all those spa services. And I'm already down $1,000 in the casino. So I'm like, God damn it. This is like not having fun and losing hundreds and thousands of dollars as I'm not having fun.
Plus you paid for the drink package 3 days before, and you have not had an alcoholic beverage
had 2
since
drinks.
the daiquiri.
Since the daiquiri.
2 total drinks. Wow. And we're on Wednesday, day at sea. This is day 3. We've had 2 drinks.
I will tell you what.
We've had as a group, we've had as many IVs as we've had alcoholic beverages.
Jesus. It's hard to get your money's worth on a drink package with bottles of water.
Right. So what did I do? I got a smoothie at the spa thing, and that's fine. But again, the alcoholic part, like absolutely getting killed. So we cancel the lunch reservation, and Megan's in the spa. So what do?
Go to the casino.
I go back to the casino, baby. $1,000 again, 10 minutes. And that was 100% video poker. And when I tell you that, like, you couldn't have lost it faster, more ridiculous, and just more like, is somebody literally watching me from a camera going like, I'm gonna fuck with that guy right now? Like it was
like Ashton Kutcher's gonna pop out. It
was like you go and like you'd like as soon as it was your last spin, you'd like win like just enough to like have like 2 more spins, and then you lose it. And then it'd be like, all right, here's another $200, and then another $200, and another $200, $1,000, yeah, down the drain. Luckily, like my debit cards have like limits, so this is good. This is a good thing. So I've lost all the money I've brought with me, and lost money from an ATM, and Megan spending like a lot of money to get like massages and stuff because she feels terrible, and I'm still not feeling great either. I still have only like that. I've only had like a bite of a bagel, like that whole day, and I'm like hungry. I don't feel good. And I'm down like thousands of dollars. It's like not any of the things I wanted on this cruise on Wednesday. I just go up. I sit at the pool deck, like whatever. And then, but I'm gonna turn this around. I was very positive. Like I was like, we're gonna turn this around. We have dinner reservations at Giovanni's, the Italian joint. I'm like, let's go. Fuck, if I'm gonna eat my first meal,
you love Italian.
let's fucking go. I'm gonna eat at Giovanni's. It was so good. It was like too good. So I ate too much, not too much for like me, but too much for like me after having like been through what I've been through. Yeah. It was like some eggplant parm as like an appetizer. Delish. So good. So delish. Some carbonara was delish. And I think I got something else. And then we got like a chocolate cake dessert. And like there was too much left. So we're like, all right, we'll just take it back to the room, whatever. But I genuinely like ate too much. After that dinner, we're like, all right, let's go. We're gonna go watch this Blue Planet show, which was even better, I think, than Aquari. It was
really?
Arguably better. You would love it. I got like pull up a YouTube video. Blue Planet show. I think it's called The Blue Planet on Royal Caribbean. It's phenomenal. Hit up the casino before the Blue Planet show. We're on a time crunch. We got like 10 minutes, and I'm like, Megan, let's just go in there. We'll go to the no smoking part because there's a smoking, no smoking. No smoking is very small. Go to the no smoking, and we're like, let's play blackjack. It's just the two of us. It's chill. We'll play like $15 a hand, and it went exactly how it should go, and we won like $300 in like 10 minutes. And I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm like, that eye in the sky came back and was like, let's help this guy out. Let's help this guy out.
So you're still down like $1,700.
Oh yeah, I'm still down like
so much money.
You're
still down a lot of money.
But I got $300.
Right.
We won $300 there,
just enough to get you to come back one more time. So
we go to Blue Planet, go back to the casino, lose $1,000.
Oh my god.
He won the 300 just enough to get him to go back and be like,
so you're now,
our luck's changing.
Yeah. So you thought it was like the gods were coming down on you, and then they were like, no, it was just the other part. I was just like, hey, here's a little bit of money.
I'm down like 20. I'm down like $2,500 at this point. Yeah.
Now
won 300 just so he'd go back and spend another 1,000.
Was Megan? Did Megan like? Obviously, I'm sure she didn't enjoy losing $3,000. Did she like have fun in the casino? Like,
she played slots and like didn't win also. So it's like, how fun is it to not win?
Right. Janie had some good success in the slot machines, but still was like
that was the ship trying to get their money back for the IVs.
I mean, it was like
Exactly.
I still don't know what the bill is for that. It's got to go through insurance or something. I'll keep people updated on how that works, but like, I don't know if it's just free to get IVs in the medical bay because it's not free in the spa. I'll tell you that much. Not free in the spa for half as many cc's or whatever the hell they measure it in. After the casino, it's only like 10 o'clock or something. So like I'm like, there's still a lot of night left.
oh yeah.
I am feeling like dejected from the casino, and I'm nauseous now again because the boat is moving a little bit. You know, the days at sea, like they get a little movie. I'm like, we just gotta go to bed. Like I can't. Like I don't want to stay up anymore. And so Megan was kind of like felt the same way. So now we go to bed early on our day at sea, so we lose a little bit more time there. Wake up Thursday in Nassau, so it's like we gotta get off the boat. I am so full and motion sick that I go in the bathroom and vomit all of my Italian Giovanni's from last night.
Oh my god.
So the first meal I eat is now out of me again. And I start the day just like feeling so nauseous and not ready. I'm like, I got to get the fuck off the ship. Have not stepped foot off the ship yet. Neither is Megan. And we're like dying to get off. So we go walk around Nassau. Nassau is not Coco Cay.
Certainly not.
It's not the same as Coco Cay.
Not even close.
It's
actually.
really very different. Your drink package doesn't work in Nassau.
No.
And the beach costs $120 if you want to go to the beach. It's literally, it costs $65 a person or something like that to just go to the beach.
Mm-hmm.
That's close enough to like go to. If you wanted to get on a cab and go to Atlantis, you can do that. But there's no fucking way I'm stepping foot in a cab in Nassau with no air conditioning and 100 degrees. There's no way I'm doing that. So we don't do that. We decide not to spend the $120 on the private beach, and I'm still feeling nauseous even though I'm off the ship. So I'm like, this is not really working. Let's just get back on the ship and like we'll go enjoy our day. We go up and finally get in the pool for the first time.
On day 4.
We have not been in a pool, and it's day 4.
Oh my god, dude.
We haven't been in a pool, and we get in a pool and we get a couple Bud Lights, and we drink the Bud Lights, and it was like, shout out Bud Light. It was like me and Megan were both like, this is what a cruise is supposed to be. Like, this is what it's supposed to be. It was great. So we do that. Like
Bud Light brings you back to
crush
the
the Bud Lights, hang out. We're gonna watch like the sail away. Like we do everything how it should have been day 1 is like what we're doing on day 4, which was great. I did get a sunburn, but that's just my fault. I didn't put on any sunscreen that day because I forgot what the outside looked like. So we do the rest of the day. We have an early dinner. We go do the first dinner, like actually dinner in the dining room. I've eaten like other meals. I never got the nachos. I ate like a light lunch or whatever. But then I'm so nervous about Giovanni's that I just order a dessert. I'm like, I'll just take ice cream and cake. Like that's all I ordered. And the guy couldn't comprehend it.
So you didn't get the escargot?
No escargot, no nothing. Megan got a full
fucked
meal.
up.
Megan got a full meal. Loved it. It was delicious. I mean,
What'd you get? What'd you have?
She had some kind of like caprese.
Caprese? Like a caprese panini?
Something,
Like
not a panini.
caprese panini. The best sandwich.
Caprese panini?
Yeah, it was,
Yo, shout out to
shout
like
out number
episode 1 or 2.
Dude,
Caprese sandwich is the top sandwich on your list.
that's a
dude.
good callback.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think I'm only like 17 minutes into this story, so let's keep it going. So we do the dinner in the dining room. It's great. I just didn't eat because I was afraid to. Do the comedy show, also like great. Like all the shows were so good.
Mhm.
Like the shows are so
Except Mamma
good.
Mia.
Mamma Mia is very just okay. And then like after the comedy show, hit up the casino, lose $1,000.
No way.
Down 3,500.
No fucking way. Are you serious?
$3,500 how much I lost on that cruise gambling.
Oh my god.
And we probably purchased $1,000 worth of whatever, and I don't know what the medical bill is going to be.
Things are going great.
That's incredible.
All on slots? Were you playing slots all the time?
No. When I went back, I played Texas Hold'em.
Ultimate Texas Hold'em?
Texas Hold'em, like the table game.
3-card, like
3-card
like
poker, but
regular
it's Texas
poker.
Hold'em.
the Ultimate Texas Hold'em. Yeah.
Ultimate
okay,
Texas
okay.
Hold'em. Yeah, that's what it's called. So I did that, and the guy next to me, I'm like, hey, how's your luck going? He's like, it's terrible. I'm like, so I'll sit down, I'll learn how to play, and like I'll bring you some luck. He goes on a fucking heater. He wins like 10 in a row. I lost my first like 15 hands in a row. And that I go, hey, I've never played this game before, but can you, the dealer, and you, the player, please tell me if this is normal. And they're both like, I've never seen anybody lose 15 in a row.
I've never seen anything like this.
And I turn the pit boss, and I'm like, can you flip the switch that has me win something? I didn't gamble day 1. I know you take away all the money on day 4, but like I never got the winnings of day 1. I never got the fun of the win. So I play that, and like Megan is also playing the slots. And she lost as much as I did playing slots.
Jesus.
And yeah,
she
so
lost
I think
another 1,000.
So I was winning. As I was like playing this game, I never quit. I'm not a quitter. So I like went on a little bit of a run. Like I started getting some luck when these three like Southern dudes. I would love for them to find this podcast. It'd be so phenomenal. One of them was married to a little person. And
awesome.
one of them had not all their teeth. And then the other guy who was sitting closest to me was just like kind of like a normal Southern dude that I could tell probably paid for the cruise for the whole family. So they're just there to like lose a bunch of money and have fun. And I was like, this is going to change my luck. I did. I went on a heater. As I'm playing, Megan is like losing $50 in the slots, walking over. I'm handing her $50 in chips. She's playing the slots for 5 minutes, coming back, $50 in chips. And so that's what we did. So I did end up losing all my money, but she probably siphoned.
She lost most of it.
she siphoned a lot of my winning. So that was fun.
That's
in
amazing.
that like I won a little bit, but like net, we went in there and lost another 1,000. And it's like, I think Megan actually, like at the very end, she won on the slots. So we didn't walk out with 0. We walked out with like $35. So it's like a $35 was the only. We walked out of the casino twice up, twice with money. I'll say that. Twice with money. One was up $300, and one was just like a consolation prize, $35.
Jesus.
And then
Losing that much though, like you should be getting an email for a free.
I was
cruise.
already. We got a yeah. They gave us a bottle of wine in the room for free,
nice.
compliments of Casino Royale.
Yeah.
And I told the pit boss, I said, hey pit boss, I'll give you the bottle of wine back. Just flip the fucking switch that has me win like a hand. And he was like, no switch. I was like, I know it's a fucking switch. Flip it. I don't know where it is, but flip the switch. This dealer's dealing the 3rd card or the 4th card or something, dude. He's taking all my money. So after that, we did Aqua Aria again. It was great, and that's how we finished it. That's how we finished it. So that is how we got off the ship, and I was still motion sick the whole day, with that whole Friday after we got off the ship.
All right. Well, we hope you enjoyed it. This is going to be the Dad That Buys podcast.
So
Cruises sound miserable.
Yeah, that's a bad.
So
experience.
would you go again?
Megan, bless her for not just being like fuck cruises forever. Is like maybe
You got to
like,
give it another shot. I mean, you had
like
We've bid on them before, and they're fun.
She didn't want to go initially because she gets motion sick. So now it's like if she goes back, was 100% of that just norovirus, or was any part of it that I wasn't enjoying like motion sick?
Yeah.
So for us to go and then like losing $3,500 in a casino,
It's never
like
fun.
it's probably like I don't know what it was, probably like a $10,000 like a vacation, like just it's just like a lot of money, and it's like we were gonna have fun or whatever, but so in her mind, cruises cost $10,000 and you are sick for 5 days. So it's like, why would she ever go back? I'm also like definitely not doing it next year for my birthday.
Oh damn,
You'll change your mind.
No, I'm not.
dude!
You're
I was
going the
getting all amped up for that.
Yo, come on the one with me. I'm gonna do one in March.
I mean, if it's for your
March.
birthday, maybe I can. Maybe I'll go.
All right.
But definitely not for my birthday.
We'll do it for my birthday on your birthday.
All right.
Good idea.
If that's what that's what we gotta do.
Abs, do you have anything crazy that's happened?
I mean, nothing like that.
All right.
This past weekend, I did. Janie and Kennedy were up in North Carolina, so I decided to take that weekend and go visit family up in Boston, and went to a Hootie and the Blowfish concert in.
You went for the concert.
I went and then
I thought you went for the parade.
I didn't get there in time for the parade,
Oh,
and
that would've
actually
been-
my second flight got delayed because.
So you were late to the concert?
No, I got to the concert on time. My second flight was delayed because there were too many planes in Boston. They were all flying in for the parade.
Speaking of Boston, and then also shout out Florida Panthers win the Stanley Cup. Let's go! Before I went on the cruise, I made a bunch of bets for those two games. I lost every single bet.
Oh my god!
I lost, I'm like I did all of the props. I did.
I need to stay for a second. I gotta go pee.
Are you?
Are you
Oh
serious?
my god, dude!
We're gonna be here for a while.
We're only 45 minutes in. You can't even make it the full hour.
Oh, it's gonna be longer than an hour.
Oh my
Can
god.
we
Okay,
not?
go ahead.
All right. Well, anyway, all right. This is
Okay, well, I'll probably let me just like I don't know.
just put it on like center view.
Center view.
Okay.
Oh, is that what I look like? Oh shit.
For that entire story.
God damn.
So-
a lot of clips off of that. Fuck.
So the
Yeah.
yes,
So I lost every single.
That's crazy.
Like they give you all the promos. I lost everyone.
that's
lost.
crazy.
Jesus.
So I went to the Hootie and the Blowfish concert at Fenway Park. It was my first time ever at Fenway Park. So that was really cool to kind of experience that.
That's a cool spot.
When Hootie came out, first song, they come out and they go, "Every time I look at you, I go blind." I lost it.
Dude, it's such.
I lost it.
That's
Man.
that's like my favorite song of theirs.
That's my favorite song of theirs.
Yeah,
That's
that's
my-
awesome. They start. With
He did a lot of Hootie. He did a little bit of Darius Rucker. He did some Darius.
He did himself nice.
But it was a hell of a show. I also went to the casino in Boston. Casinos are all over the place up there. I walked in, sat at a blackjack table, won like $250 at the blackjack table. Went to a roulette table, messed around for a while, was up as much as maybe another $200. Ended up like losing like $200 and
Yeah.
roulette, and then played a little bit of 3-card poker, maybe won like $20 and left. So I walked out of that
Yeah.
casino up about 50,
So if there's
50
one,
or 60
if
bucks.
there's one thing that takes in this episode, it is
You guys are degenerate gamblers.
don't gamble. It's terrible. I wouldn't say I'm a degenerate, but like on a cruise, I'm gambling. That's one of the. That's a
I don't know.
that is a big part of cruising for me. That is a big part of the cruise experience. If
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
the-
going to Boston for a Hootie concert, I'm not hitting up a casino like.
Oh, and it was, you want to talk about,
You
I mean,
definitely should
I
have tried
texted
to
you.
get there for
It
the
was
parade.
It was degenerate like casino at 10 a.m. I was a morning. I was talking about like grandma's ripping darts, lung darts, bro. 10 a.m.
Was it a? Sorry, you just got back. You want to?
Oh, we're doing good.
Was it
Yeah.
a? I know.
Jesus.
Naked grandma.
Naked grandma!
Yeah, nice.
Ripping lung darts.
So yeah, so we did that. But it was a quick like 36 hours in Boston. It was a fun time.
Sick.
All right.
So that's got to be like the last big story we got, right?
No,
nothing else.
no.
Nothing else major happened.
So we, as you guys know, we took a week off. This should be you guys should know after this why apparently we took the week off. So, Robo, I'll let you. You got any updates?
Nothing crazy.
what?
What the fuck? What a
Nothing.
weird. What a
His
weird.
update apparently is crazy. I don't know
Yeah.
what his is, but I was
His-
talking about Robo's update. That's crazy.
I have a crazy update.
Yeah. What?
What?
Vroom vroom drive.
Oh yeah.
Vroom vroom drive
yeah.
drive.
What is this? What do you want a gag order?
I was informed not to give too many details about this.
From who? Your lawyer?
Yes.
Okay, let's not talk about it.
Robo had a bad.
No, all right. What can
Yeah.
you? What can
No,
you say?
I'm just kidding. I can't get into the details just in case,
Sure. Yeah.
whatever happens. But I did get into a car accident. Emily keeps saying, "Oh, it was a fender bender," but bent my entire.
It was a fender
damn.
a fender remover.
yeah,
no,
it was a
no.
fender remover.
She bent your fender and also
Yeah.
bent her whole front of her
She
car.
calls that a fender bender?
Yeah, that's what she said. She had a video on
What is-
Instagram today.
what does she call when she,
and
like-
she said Ryan got into a fender bender? I was like, wait a second. First off, you're making it sound like I hit somebody.
Right.
I was struck by another vehicle.
Let's
This
make
is a
that.
while I was sitting in traffic.
Yeah.
I was not really moving.
What does she call it? Like when somebody like opens their door and like hits your door? If your accident is a fender bender, what is that?
Nothing happened. Drive away. Drive away quickly.
Didn't see it.
door dinger.
No, it was definitely a it was a very scary situation, right? Like, because I've never been in an accident. I've never had like a speeding ticket or anything. Like, never.
Yeah.
And was just sitting in traffic. Next thing I know, the back end of my truck comes up. Like, the lady went up under my truck a little bit. I swerve into the next lane. I'm staring at a car coming right at me, and I hit the gas to get off of the street, like to get out of the way.
Wow.
The lady was running, like, her statement to the police, so like I can definitely say it's on the police report. Her statement was, "I was trying to hit my brakes and avoid the Tesla that was stopping." Yeah. And so the cop said that to me. He goes, "Did you see a Tesla?" And I said, "No, I would have fucking hit him."
Wait. Did she mean
She
behind
was,
her?
No, in front of her. There was a Tesla that was slowing down, just like everybody else in traffic was slowing down. Okay. She was trying to avoid the Tesla, and she thought she was hitting her brakes, I guess.
Oh, so she wasn't, she wasn't in your lane.
She was not in my lane.
Got it.
Swerved into my lane, ran right into the back of me.
Wow, that's crazy. And so, so you drive a Ram 1500?
Yep.
Drove. You drove a Ram 1500, and she was driving a Honda CR-V?
It was a Honda Pilot.
So just to give everybody kind of like the visual there, your girls were not with you.
Girls were not with me, thank God. I was just driving for work. Like I was heading back to the office from St. Augustine where I work. And
how was the back seat getting slammed into pretty good? And like, was anything in the cab? Like, how did the cab?
Oh yeah, fare? Everything that was. I mean, my truck right now, like it's still sitting in my driveway. So like, if you looked at my truck, you would have no idea that I was in an accident outside of looking at like my tailgate and my bumper and all that.
Yeah.
But like from dead on, like Timbo walked past my house the other day, had no idea that my truck was in an accident because I have it backed in right now until I can get a tow truck to take it to the body shop.
Yeah.
If you've never been in an accident, insurance is a pain in the ass, man.
Yeah.
It is such a drawn out process, and I'm dealing with my insurance company.
Oh yeah.
Like
you pay them to not give you money.
Yeah, well it's not even that. It's that they're telling me, right? So again, never been in this situation, so I don't know the proper steps to take or anything like that. They're like, "Oh, no, file it through us. We'll go fight it out with her insurance company." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I have a deductible and I don't want to have like this was 0% my fault, so like why am I having to come out of pocket anything?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "Well, that's just the way we do it." They said, "Or you can go fight it out with her insurance, and good luck."
What's your deductible? Was it more than like?
It's like $1,000,
okay,
500 or 1,000, somewhere in there.
Wow, you're gonna reach that one.
Yeah. Oh, easily, easily. Yeah. Like I'm really hoping that my truck isn't completely totaled. Yeah. Like I'm really hoping for no frame damage because I still do have a loan on the truck. So if it gets totaled, the total value of the truck before the accident was only slightly over. Well, it was very
Did they
well.
not cut you replacement costs?
I don't know how that works. So like I don't know if like when they total a car, is it like, hey, here's the cost of what it was pre-accident? You know what I mean? Like, or is it like, hey, now that we're gonna have to like rebuild this
all
title?
I know is like with homeowners insurance, because I dealt with this with a home getting wrecked with a roof coming off. Is that there's two? You can have a policy either way. You can have replacement, or you can have actual cost.
Yeah. So,
but one is clearly much different of an experience.
Yeah. So, dealing with that is it's been a challenge, and it has been a headache, and still kind of not feeling 100%.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know how fast she was going or any of that because I didn't even see her coming.
Yeah.
But at
you felt her.
Yeah. And crazy part of this story, right? Like, so I get hit. Every light on my dash starts flashing at me like, oh, hey, impact, collision, letting me know like, hey, dude, what the hell? And like I said, my truck went up and I swerved into the next lane and I like looked at a car coming right at me and like got out of the way. My watch, my Apple Watch, realized I was in a collision, in a wreck, and called 911.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like it called 911.
So
Next thing I know, I'm on the phone with 911. And I was trying to like call Emily. I'm on a 3-way call with 911 and Emily.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's super
so
cool.
like,
also a little bit freaky.
Well, you can turn the setting off.
No, that's cool that they do that because they do that too. Like I think the watches just have like the some shock detectors.
Yeah.
It's like people who like are walking on trails and like fall off a cliff or something like that.
Yeah.
They had a little issue up front where like it was going off for like roller coasters, so people were turning it off. But I've had mine on just for that exact reason. It's like you don't know how bad that accident's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
And if the watch can just call and gets them there 1 minute faster, if you can't get to your phone, like that's a good feature.
Yeah, and like
I just got the Ultra 2. So
yeah.
Apple sponsor us.
Like again, thank God my girls weren't in the car with me. Thank God I drive a truck because I feel like any other vehicle, like my golf clubs were actually on the ground in the back seat. Half of them were up in the front seat. after she hit me.
Yeah,
so
if it was reversed, if
Yeah.
it was a 1500 running into a Pilot, I mean, it's a completely different story.
Yeah.
At that speed,
Yeah.
like that's
Yeah,
crazy.
and again, I don't know how fast she was going or anything like that. Like
Wasn't
she,
slow.
Yeah, she said like, oh well, I was going just below the speed limit. We were on a highway, so the speed limit's 65. So and I was not really moving. Like I was maybe doing 10 miles an hour, like just kind of coasting.
Do you have car seats in your truck or no?
No, I do not.
Oh,
Because I think I saw that. Or someone told me that one time. It was like, anytime your car gets in any kind of accident, you have to like get rid of those car seats.
Yes.
And
wow.
car seats are good for one accident.
Yeah.
That's it. And then they're
didn't know
gone.
That's
yeah.
good
So
to know.
and you know who
Good
actually
advice.
that was
Yeah.
so Paul Carmeris, I was talking to him about it, and he was like, "You don't have car seats in your truck, right?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"No."
you gotta get rid of 'em.
He goes, "Yeah, good, because you'd have to get rid of them and
That's
get new
crazy.
ones."
It's good to know, and I think like knowing that that's the recommendation, I would happily get rid of them because it's like you don't want like one stupid crack or something. Like who knows like how that shit goes.
Yeah, it was like I said. I don't know how fast the lady was going, but it definitely didn't feel good. And I do know that after she hit me, so she hit me dead on. After she hit me and I was off of the road, her car rolled another 30 yards.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So like trying to hit your brakes, lady.
She was
Come on.
moving.
Like she like ran back and was saying that, and like by the time Emily got there, she was like, I need to go get my brakes checked. And Emily goes,
Bitch, you need to get your eyes checked.
Emily
A little late for that.
Emily looks at her and goes, get your brakes checked all you want. Your car's a fucking accordion. What are you talking about?
I did.
Like-
those pictures were gnarly. Those pictures. Were
Yeah.
gnarly. We won't dive into it until you have like confirmation from the lawyer and whatever. But gnarly pictures.
Yeah.
That's not a low speed accident, and you don't need to be a forensic accountant to figure that one out.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah, definitely I've never had like whiplash or any of that kind of stuff. So like it was weird to me that at the time, like I felt okay. Like, right, I was able to get out, like no major injuries, no broken bones, which was great. She was, relatively okay as well. Like the only thing she had was like some burn marks and stuff from her airbags deploying. So like all in all, like for what happened, nobody was like seriously injured, which was like really, really good. But like I was talking to a doctor and I was like, I've never had an injury that's like a chronic pain kind of thing. So like every injury I've always had has been like, ow, that hurts, like fix it.
Yeah.
So it's like the whiplash thing, like this was a week ago, 8 days ago.
I mean, you also have adrenaline the day of, and you won't even know. I mean, like,
Well,
you
like,
wouldn't-
even like 3 days after, I was like, okay, yeah, like my neck will probably hurt, my back will probably hurt. It didn't start hurting until 2 days ago.
well, like when I was vomiting on the cruise,
Yeah.
I was not sore for, 18 hours afterwards. I didn't really realize it, but that next day, I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Day of, it's so much different. Next day, day after that.
Yeah.
That's when like you really find out what's left over.
That's why they tell
Yeah.
you if you do get in a serious accident to like go and get seen by somebody the day, because you might not feel like you're hurting that day, but if you like go home and then you feel like shit the next day and then you go in to go see somebody, then it kind of changes the way that the law system works and all that stuff. And blah.
Yeah, it's definitely a experience and one that I hope I never have to deal with again, because like I said, like I'm not super injured, which is great, right? Like there's no broken bones. I'm not like in a coma. I'm not in the hospital, anything like that. But insurance is a pain in the ass to
it's
deal
just
with, dude.
and the thing about
Oh my
like
God.
getting in an accident or like your car breaking down is it never happens when it's like a convenient anything.
Yeah.
It's not like, hey, I got a 3-day weekend, so like can we just schedule this breakdown for like Friday afternoon and I'll just like take care of it over the weekend. We'll get the car body. It's like it happens and you're like, oh, I got like a day of work. I got like work and then this and then that day. I gotta do this. Yeah, when you sent that picture, we were on the cruise and I was like, I'd probably rather be Robo right now.
Probably cost less.
But as far as kid updates, one of my daughters, her top teeth are starting to come in. So we're dealing with all that fussiness of teething, and supposedly the top teeth is like worse. So it's like more painful for them, so they get a little fussier. So it's Riley, her top teeth are coming in. We see them. We can see the two coming in here, and then you can see the two right next to it starting to come in. And she's clapping her hands. So Riley, they both clap their hands now, and they both are saying "mama."
Cool. They hate you.
Yeah, they hate me. And we're not crawling and like forward mobility yet, but they are scooting around. So like this, I told Emily when we were on our walk this afternoon, I was like, dude, like, because she had to leave early for work. I was like, dude, I set them down, and I went to go just put a belt on in my room, and one of them was under my fucking kitchen table.
Do you want to?
I was like, what?
Do you want to take my fold up accordion baby thing, or do you have a thing you can put?
No,
out?
we have a.
Because that came in. I wish I had that immediately.
Yeah, we don't have one that's like as cool as that, but it is like it's almost like a dog gate kind of thing that we're gonna put up and kind of keep them contained, especially now that they're like I said, like I literally set her down and came back and she was like over by my dining room table, which is like 15 feet away.
So what I did is when Ivy started doing that, because I was on paternity, or maybe it was after that, but I put up the I put my chairs around my sofa. So
I remember that.
Like build a room that the whole room was. Because I was like, I just want to sit on this couch. Like you crawl over there, go over here, go over there. So I had to make a little room, but corralling at that time was like hard for me to understand the need for it. And then now I look back and I'm like, how could next time it's gonna be like, I'm keeping them contained immediately.
All right.
But that's all I got.
There you go.
Well, I guess I'll give an update. Foreshadowing. Apparently, bad things do happen in threes.
Oh gosh, here we go.
So I'll start off with.
Wait, what? Do I know about this?
No,
I don't know.
Robo's the only one that knows about it.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I did have my parents come down for a week. They stayed and
For
hung
Father's
out.
Day, right? They were in town.
One thing I had to say about that was I know I talked a lot of shit earlier in the our podcast career. I don't know how many months ago that was. You were talking about Thanksgiving episode. You were like going up there, and we were all talking shit because you were just going up there and just drinking a bunch of beer and stuff.
Yeah, sitting by myself.
I totally take that back because having grandparents around, best time to just drink beers and stuff because you don't have to deal with your kid.
Once you have a kid, when you go to these,
You don't have to deal with your kids.
I don't really.
It's not that you don't have to deal with your kid. It's
I wouldn't phrase
that
it that
you
way.
don't have a choice.
No.
It's like they take your child.
It's not even that. Once you have a kid, and you go to these family events, nobody could care less if you were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody wants you there. You're just there because you brought the baby.
Yeah. So they had a great time up here. They live down south, so they had a great time seeing him for a week, and it was awesome because when Tiff was at work, when Tiff was here, she was breastfeeding. When she was at work, I usually bottle feed, but I didn't do a single bottle feed because my mom and dad wanted to do it.
Bottle feed?
No.
Sometimes he gives the tit.
Sometimes he gives the tit. Yeah. What's wrong with that?
Sometimes.
Funny story. He actually today bit my nipple.
Yeah.
I was holding him, and he just kind of like wrangled his head around, and all of a sudden I just feel like and I was like, "Did you just bite my nipple?"
Yeah.
And he did. But
You got pretty good milkers.
Yeah, I got mommy milkers. I got nipples, Greg. You want to milk me? Anyways, so yeah, that all went down. That was all fine. So that was last week. So we were doing all of our stuff. Tiff worked earlier in this week.
Can you get your thoughts together here? You're just kind of like
The time frame is all over.
kind of like mumbling through it. I can't follow anything
All
you're
right.
saying.
So earlier in the week, this would be a couple days ago at this point.
God, dude, just say earlier in the week, man.
So I'm at home by myself with the baby because Tiff is at work, and I'm just sitting there. Everything's going fine. I'm just like, it feels a little hot in here. And I go around, and I'm
This is
like,
why I'm the only one who knows about it.
I'm looking, and I go look at the thermostat. I'm like, oh, it's 75. It's set at 72. I was like, I mean, that's not crazy. It's 94 out. I was like, we have single pane windows, so we don't have the most energy efficient shit.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, so I'm just gonna bump the temperature up to make sure that the coils don't freeze because it's so hot outside.
Yeah.
It's like make it work a little bit less, whatever. I take a few layers off the baby. He's basically just in like a diaper at this point, and turn all the fans on. And he's doing fine. We're all just like chilling.
You're good. Yeah, you're good.
And
75, you said, right?
yeah,
so
it's not too bad. It's not bad at all. So
recommended temperature in your house is like 78.
Right.
Yeah.
For optimum efficiency.
My dad runs his AC at 80.
Yeah.
Right. I think my mom keeps it on like
I
78.
don't think Emily's parents run their AC.
yeah. So anyways, so all of a sudden I'm just like, it feels like stagnant, and I'm just like, something's wrong. So I go and like, he's just chilling on his mat in there. Like I go and look underneath the unit, and I just see like some freezies going on. I was like, okay, all right. So I just turned it off for like 15 minutes. I was like, we'll be fine. So turned off 15 minutes, go but look back under it. Looks normal. I turn it back on, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to turn it up to like 78. And it's 77 in the house at this point. And I was like, all right. So I'm going back, hanging out with him. He's doing fine. I'm just kind of like getting some stuff around. Like 10 minutes later, I go back in to look at the unit and see what it looks like. I look underneath, and the whole coil is white.
Yeah.
Just complete ice. And I'm like, shit. All right. So now I'm going to turn it off again and let it go. And at this point, I'm like, Tiff, we might have a problem here. So I'm like
about it.
Yeah, dude.
So
every time that happens to me, I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna run the fan and I'll let it defrost, and then like I'll maybe clean out the line, I'll check some stuff, whatever.
Yeah.
My dad owned an AC company. It's like maybe we'll try to troubleshoot over the phone. It's like it's done. Like when you freeze over, you're done.
Yeah. So I did all the things.
Definitely a bigger issue.
Yeah.
Than
So I
just
did
like,
all the things. I opened up the little pipe, looked if there was anything in it. I took the switch out and I cleaned it off and like took all the stuff off there, made sure everything was good. I put it back in. It actually clicked on for a second when I cleaned it off. So I was like, maybe that was it.
No,
I was like, so I put it back in.
because
then
it's wired on.
Yeah. So I went and got my little mini HVAC thing and I was like, maybe I'll blow the line out. It doesn't look like anything, but I'll try it.
You mean like a shop vac?
Shop vac, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I said
I was about to say,
HVAC.
what is a mini?
My
my bad.
mini air conditioner.
Hold on.
I didn't know if
do you have an HVAC toolkit? Are you
No.
secretly
Shop
a
vac. Shop vac.
HVAC
Shop vac.
expert?
So I got my shop vac.
I was thinking he was saying like a window unit.
Yeah, that's what I thought he was.
No.
Like-
So I got my
like,
shop vac out. I was like going to blow the line out.
Got it.
So this is actually really funny. This was like something out of like Home Alone. So like I was like, I couldn't remember which hole it was that goes in and goes out. So I was like, I'll just test it out. So I put it in the first time, and I don't know what I was doing, but I had it pointed up and I turned it on and it was the right hole. And the last time I used the shop vac was to clean my smoker.
I thought you were going to say toilet. I
No.
really thought you were gonna-
Gross.
No, to clean my smoker and all the ash out of my smoker. So I literally turn it on and I blow an entire face full of ash into my face. It's like literally something out of a movie. Like my face is completely covered in ash at this point.
Like you go.
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
And then the camera pans and the baby's laughing and clapping.
No, this is in another room. The baby was just chilling.
Or like you walk away, it's like your silhouette on the wall.
Yeah. No, it was literally out of a movie. And I just look up and there's just fucking dust and ash everywhere. I'm like, this is perfect. Well, at least I found the right hole. So I blow out the unit. Nothing works. So I'm like, Tiff, I got to call these people. So I called them up. I didn't know who to call. So I looked at the unit on the outside and they had a number on the side. So I was like, this is a very old unit. So I'll just call this number. Maybe they're still a company, but you're a distributor.
It'd be crazy if you knew a guy that knew every AC company
I
in town.
was freaking
Right.
out.
I called you about the
If
things. I still
anything,
don't have them.
hold on. You said he's only a distributor. If anything, you would want the distributor who's not biased.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And it
whatever.
could give you
I was
any
freaking out.
number of
Yeah.
anybody.
Yes.
I texted Robo for more air filters. He never.
I
got
do
them
the
to
same
me.
thing. So
I
was
also told you
anyways,
to text me and remind me.
I was
But I told him
freaking
he's
out.
got time because you only have to change those like once every 6 months, right?
Anyways,
You usually think a year. Don't give yourself more credit.
Robo,
right.
Robo got me a 12-pack. I just ran out. I had him for like 4 years.
perfect. So yeah, I was freaking out. I don't know. So I called this company and I was like, hey, so this blah 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 blah. I was like, so what's your name? I can't read the sticker. And they were like, I was like, it looks like air or something. They were like, this is Bueller. I was like, first of all, is this a joke?
Oh, Bueller Air. No, that's a real thing. I drive by the
Bueller
truck all the
Air.
time.
And
cooler with
so
Bueller.
Yeah.
so I was like, okay, whatever. So I looked
I
them
didn't know
up
they had
and they had
theme
really
song.
really good reviews. I was like, okay. So finally they were like, we can come out tonight. I was like, oh. And I was like, well, they were like 6 to 8. And I was like, that's about when I put the baby down. I really was like in denial at this point. Like
What
it was
are
going to
you
come back
doing?
on. And I was like, maybe I can come out. They can come out in the morning. And literally, as I'm on the phone, I hear the fan just go doom, 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 doom. And I was like, oh no, you got to come tonight.
I need you here immediately. If not,
Also,
sooner.
like,
Yeah.
why would you want to sleep if they're willing
Well,
to come
yeah.
out? At
I
8
didn't.
o'clock?
I was in denial. I didn't think it was going to get that hot.
That's
anyways.
crazy.
So I call my neighbor and I'm like the little Catholic lady next door.
the one
I
that's
was
gonna
like,
watch him.
That was gonna watch him. I was like, are you home? Like, are you doing anything today? Our house is currently 81 degrees and climbing. She's like, oh yeah, you gotta get out of there. Come on over. Yeah, I gotta go to church at 4, but you guys can stay here.
Oh yeah.
So it was perfect. So I like literally took him over there, took all of his shit over there and everything. So I'm over at my neighbor's house. She's at church at this point. I'm there by myself with the 2 dogs and the baby. And so
I don't know why I picture like Carville doing like a Mrs. Doubtfire scene. Like takes her robe and like
I was trying to figure out what scene you were trying to do.
and then he like answers the door and you go, oh, hello.
yeah. So anyways, of course
Like he pulls the robe like really tight up here. Like, oh hello, I just got out of the shower.
Guy's whole face covered in shaving cream.
but like then they out him because he still has dust like on his ear because he like didn't clean the dust off enough.
Yeah. So of course,
that's great.
while we're over there, all of a sudden, like he's just sitting in his bouncer. He starts crying. I'm like, all right, whatever. So I like pick him up, and he has the most massive blowout of all time. Like the largest shit that he's ever had in his entire existence during this whole thing. So I call Tiff's cousin Macy, who lives a street over. I was like, are you home? She was like, yes. I was like, can you come to the neighbor's house? Because I'm at the neighbor's house right now. And I just need you to watch this baby while I go and take the bouncer cover and all of these disgusting diapers and shit back to the house and just get clean shit.
Oh my god.
So I couldn't have done any of this if all these people weren't there. So that gets taken care of. Paula gets home. I go
when
back.
did this happen? This happened during the week?
Like literally 2 days ago.
I was at camp. You could have called me.
You were at camp.
Yeah, but
You're
like
taking care of our youth.
Polster would get it.
Yeah. Anyways,
He would.
so they come over. They say blower motors, gonzo,
Yeah.
and they say that when they
Is
open
that in
it
the AC or in the baby?
in the AC.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Blower motor.
Anyways, so he also said he's like, yeah, I don't know if the previous owner took care of this thing because there's more organic growth in this thing than I've ever seen. So he's like, there's mold in here, and you're breathing that stuff.
Oh God.
So I was like, he's like, you're gonna have to have this whole thing cleaned out, and also have the blower motor replaced, and this thing's out of warranty, so we're not gonna move it. So it has to be done in this closet that it's in, and you have hardwood floors, so we're gonna have to put bags down, and I can't confirm that we're not gonna ruin your floors if we wash this thing out in here, and it was gonna be $2,500. So I was like,
Seems like a good price.
and I was like, and the unit's 13 years old. So I was like, I'm going to just get a new AC unit.
Yeah.
That makes
So,
sense.
long story short, $12,000 later.
Dude, you could go on a cruise
And
for that.
and
Yeah, you could.
yeah. The crazy part of the story was I was doing this all solo parenting. Tiff was at work. She felt so bad. She was like freaking out. But the advice here, the dad advice here, always keep your diaper bag ready to go at all times because when the guys finally got done and they said, "Yep, we're coming tomorrow. We're gonna get this thing done," I had to get him up to Fernandina like immediately because this was like an hour past his bedtime already, and all shit was
And
going.
you guys are on a strict schedule.
And dude, it was a lot. Anyways, so I had to get all of his shit together, and this is when you're packing to go out places with your baby, like it's usually a process and everything.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do all this in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to get out because I can't leave him at this person's house. She's trying to go to sleep. They got all this stuff going on, and the house is a nightmare. So I'm just throwing things in the car. I literally threw every baby thing that was ever existed in this car, and thank God, like the baby diaper bag was already.
When was
prepped
Tiff
and ready to
getting off work?
go. 9.
Okay, so what this was
So
like
she drove straight to Fernandina.
So this was what time roughly was this for you? That you're packing the car?
8:30, 8:15.
God, thank God it wasn't like 10:30. Jeez,
Yeah.
that would've been
Yeah.
brutal.
So I get him up there and all stuff. So Tiff was luckily off.
Slept the whole ride, I bet.
He did.
Yeah.
Tiff was luckily off the next 2 days.
Oh, nice.
That next day, he had a 4-month-old doctor's appointment
Fun.
where he got shots.
Okay.
So we had to drive all the way back down here. Tiff went to the appointment and got the shots and all that stuff. I stayed at the house because at the same time was when the people were supposed to get there.
Yeah.
So I stayed in the house while these guys were working. House topped out at 90.4 degrees.
Holy shit.
So I had a nice personal sauna for 5 hours while they were working. And I watched How I Met Your Mother on the floor.
Isn't it crazy how your house smells when it's 90 degrees?
Oh my God, it was so musty.
Yeah.
But also, it really weird.
Are you getting all new ductwork?
No, they said no, it was all good. So it was just everything else. So yeah, long story short, they did all that, and then that night I started freaking out because it smelled like the insulation that they put in the little piece of ductwork that they did. So I'm starting to get like a headache being in the house and like anxiety. I'm like, is there like carbon monoxide or something? Like, am I gonna like fall asleep and die? And I told Tiff, I was like, you guys stay up there. Like, I don't know what's going on in this place. It's still not good. Like, and I mean, I went to bed, everything was fine, but like,
Because I remember I was just hungover.
I was just drunk.
yeah, I did get a little bit lit that night because I was freaking out.
Oh, you were by yourself.
That's
no
why you had
kidding.
a
I don't blame you.
No,
And then
no,
you told Tiff not to come on. Hey, don't come over a couple days.
There you go.
I gotta make sure that they see working good.
Yeah, so
That's amazing.
yeah, so
Oh, that's great.
Bad
Hey, but
stories
now you got
all
now you got
around.
new AC.
I got a new and I got
Yeah,
10-year
that's nice.
warranty.
And if you
No,
want to
bro.
pump that thing at 72 degrees, you
Also,
pump it
now
at
Robo
72
just
degrees.
gave me a box of filters, and I now have the 4-inchers, so I can't even use those old filters anymore.
The
yeah.
4
Sucks.
inchers?
Yeah, the like
Sucks.
the
They're
really
literally
thick
going
ones.
like this, 4 inchers.
Yeah,
Sucks.
4
They're
inchers.
non-returnable.
4 inches.
Yeah, they're not returnable.
Yeah,
Are they like 18 by 20s? What are they?
they're weird.
Yeah, it's
They're
like
really
a
weird size.
Yeah. it's
Um,
like
yeah.
I got the
So,
weird
so
size one.
speaking of this, we should definitely like on the news. That like AC Designs is like sponsors like on the news. Like they have like a logo. Like kind of pisses me off because it's like move the logo. I'm trying to see the news, and it's like I can't see the stuff. But they do that. And then you said Donovan. Is that who?
Donovan
No,
Heating.
no, I got Bueller.
You got Bueller,
Yeah.
and then I think Donovan's one of your customers, or no? Who's
Snyder.
Who am I thinking of?
Donovan
Not
Snyder.
Snyder. Not Snyder.
AC Designs is one of
AC
my
Designs.
AC Design. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Why don't we get one of these companies? Let's get them on the pod. Let's go. You guys. You know, is your wife hot? You know, call us.
Yes.
Yo, that would be a great Air AC commercial.
You think I just made that up on the spot? You think nobody's ever thought
Is
of
that
that?
a real commercial?
You think I'm that smart? You think I'm that witty?
Yo, is your wife hot? Then call AC Design and cool that bitch down.
What a compliment that he thinks that I could come up with that on the spot. If Cardwell said it, you would have been like, "Where'd you learn that? Where'd you get that?"
Yeah.
Who said that? No, that's like I don't know what company it is.
That's
but
mad
like,
funny, dude.
Like
Mad funny.
they do billboards on the highway.
Yeah, that's mad funny.
They do billboards on the highway, and it's like a picture of like a hot lady, and then it's a picture of a hot naked grandma.
Hot naked grandma.
And it just says like, "Is your wife hot?" And then it's like in really really small print. It's like, call AC Designs. Shout out AC Designs.
That's hilarious. Wow.
Yeah, here you go.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So, long story short, we didn't get not short. It's been an hour and 20 minutes.
shit.
Yeah. So we took last week off. We had a lot of things going on. So
Sounds like it.
not a lot. There was some dad advice in this episode, but mostly just explaining all of our misfortunes over the last.
Not me.
Week and a half.
I had a great last 2 weeks.
Hey, you saw Hootie.
This is why he's living the dream.
I saw
This is-
Hootie. I'm about to crush the rest of these ribs.
Not the rest.
I want all but 1, 2, 3. I'll let you guys each have one. I won a little money in the casino. I saw Hootie. It was also Bare Naked Ladies was at that concert too. They're like, it's been 1 week since you looked at me. Chickadee China, the Chinese chicken. You have a drumstick and your brain stopped ticking. Yeah,
Watch
yeah.
the X-Files with no lights
But
on.
you know what else Bare Naked Lady sings? The Big Bang Theory theme song.
Really?
The whole universe is in a... I don't really know the song.
Dense sphere.
Really?
And it all started with a big bang. Bang!
Dude, hot mic.
I just know that part.
I was gonna say that might be the first song I've
I
ever
don't
heard
watch-
that Abs
I don't
doesn't
really-
know the song.
Yeah.
I don't really watch
Where's
Big
your
Bang.
lyric knowledge at, dude?
I don't watch Big Bang.
You don't like Leonard and Sheldon?
Nah,
You gotta watch Young Sheldon.
Dude, shout out Young Sheldon, dude.
Hilarious
Yeah.
show.
What?
Have you seen it all?
It must not
Yeah.
be on the
Oh,
network
good.
that I watch.
Bazinga.
Sad ending.
Nice.
All right. I think we've bored everybody long enough.
Yeah. So,
If you're a consumable product that we can eat on the air, shout out.
Shout out Whachu Smokin.
Yeah,
here in the
Nerds
Jacksonville
Gummy
area.
Clusters. Where y'all at?
Yeah. Also, shout out Bierstick. We're ripping the beer sticks and the beer bros till the day that we die, or the day that we stop doing this
Promo
podcast.
code DADVICE if you want a 20% discount on the Bierstick website. Promo code DADVICE. Glad we waited an hour 20 to drop that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get
we
our
also-
own little plug-in.
Yeah.
If you're listening to that and you spend an hour 20 to get that, text us because we'll buy you a beer.
Yeah,
stick for
because we'll
free.
pay the
Yeah.
other 80% for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you can check out our merch store. That's on all of our social media accounts. You can get some Blanky Boys merch. You can get some
Blanky
Dad
Boys.
Vice merch, some M&M Casserole merch, all the things. I don't know.
Yeah,
Ooh,
man.
maybe I'll bring an M&M casserole next episode.
We should do that.
I can get behind that.
Yeah, I might bring one.
I can get in all that.
Definitely get all that.
All right, let's go
All right.
rip. Let's go rip this debate, dude. I got to see who wins this thing.
All right, let's rip it. All right, see y'all later. Hope y'all enjoyed.